Hey guys. Yep. Guess where we're at again? That's right. The truck. Uh, Sitting here in traffic thinking about this whole endeavor that I talked to you guys about the other day. I've come up with a couple of blueprints for a camper. You know, either doing a cargo trailer conversion or just straight up scratch building one. And I found myself down a rabbit hole. You know, all these different things that, I think should be in a camper, especially one that could be commercially available. Obviously, a lot of you want hot and cold running water, toilet, shower, kitchen sink, bathroom sink. Obviously, you want a little bit of creature comfort, so a stove. A lot of people now want microwaves, which I can live without because I can barely run one at home. But anyways, I digress. What are some options that are not typically found in a camper that you're looking for? I see a lot of people now migrating to building their own versus just going out and buying one. So they're tailoring a trailer to themselves rather than, getting one that's pretty close to what they want. Obviously, when you're converting a cargo trailer, you can't really do bump outs like you can, like they have on travel trailers. So we're going to leave that aside. My thought was, for me, I would like to have like a cubby somewhere with like a locking area for firearms. Hey, I want this to be an outdoorsman's type camper. I want somewhere where I can securely put my firearms so that way they're put away good. Further, what do you think about fishing rod storage? Obviously, if you're towing a camper, you're not towing a boat. I thought about there's these rod holders made by Plano. They hold 4 rods. They're 2 pieces of plastic with like little fingers, if you will, and in the middle, in between the fingers, is styrofoam. And you snap your fishing rods into these little grips, and you can either mount them vertically on a wall or horizontally, on the ceiling. I was kicking around the idea of maybe doing a little bit of both, having a built-in gun locker and then maybe overhead rod storage. To cut back on some of the BS, maybe I'm not going to have 110 power. So that being said, you're not going to have a refrigerator, or not a refrigerator, but a microwave. Because a refrigerator, you can get a tri-power refrigerator, one that runs off of 110, 12 volts, or propane. I'm thinking you could still have the fridge, 12 volt and propane. Still have, running water because you're going to have the 12 volt pump. And you're going to run a furnace. That could be a pain because you need 12 volt for that, or 110 volt for that. They do have 12 volt ones. They're a little more spendy. Not sure how, what avenues I want to take. I'm looking for suggestions. What can and can't you live without when you go camping? Do you need AC? I mean, I could live without it. I mean, that's part of camping. I'm more partial to living in a tent anyway. But, I'm not gearing this towards me. I'm gearing this towards everybody. I could see just throwing a couple of roof vents with a couple of fans on it. Just get some air circulating through there and be just fine. What do you guys want? What are you looking for? Obviously, you want 4 walls and a roof to keep it dry. I'm thinking on the roof, throw some solar panels. That'll help charge your 12-volt system, and then have an auxiliary port to where you can add on panels that are, that you can take down or add on a wind turbine if you like, to supplement the solar. So if you got like a drab day like today where it's overcast and rainy, you're not going to get a whole lot of sunlight. Well, you need power from something, so you might as well capture the harness the power of the wind. I'm not going to get into the difference between monocrystalline and polycrystalline solar panels. I mean, I know, with the exception of the fact that I have found out that the monocrystalline is better and will still generate a little bit of power even on an overcast day. So there's two avenues for power besides having, shore power, plug in and run a power converter. Power converters can get expensive too, so I was, debating whether or not to actually have shore power. I mean, the 110 outlet that you would have, that I think would be the only time you'd be able to run a microwave or rooftop air conditioning is if you're plugged into somewhere. But a lot of you guys are, more about dry camping. You're not going to be, there's no outlets at a camp, at a lot of places you're going to be taking the camper to, unless you're taking it to like an actual campground and you're hooking up to their hose for water and their little electric pole for power. Do you guys need to have a hookup for like a satellite for TV, or are you of the same mindset as me? Hey, I'm going camping. I don't want TV. Maybe I'll just throw on like a little radio and a couple speakers and make it so you can listen to music while you're sitting there, around the campfire drinking. One of the things I thought about was doing a couple of external speakers on the side of the camper with a like a marine grade radio on the outside, like a boat radio, or putting the radio on the inside of the camper and then giving you a switch to be able to choose whether or not you want to listen inside the camper or outside, depending on what you're doing. Cooking, I thought about maybe just using like a 2 or 3 burner stovetop. They do have inductive stoves now, but those require energy. Whereas, just a regular burner stove, you're just running, propane. What am I missing? If I were just to do a simple bed, maybe another fold down on one end or one side, and a shower, toilet, and sink. Do you want simple? Just give me a box to sleep in, or are you looking for the Ritz-Carlton? I'm just going through everything I can think of. What can I give and what can I take away? I plan on going to a RV show and then visiting a few dealerships in the near future here and looking to see what everybody's running, what amenities people have, and then I want to take and poll a bunch of people and find out what can you guys live without? What do you not need? Or what is it that these things have everything but you're missing out on 1 or 2 items? Help me out, guys.